uncomfortable living feeble. All over the world, we about to go. Truth is coming out this.
Hey, get the next article. Hey, this Officer Zev, this you right here, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This your man's, man. You got that autograph, right?
Right here.
Says Miami-Dade police officer placed on administrative duty after Dolphins star Tyreek Hill detained before game.
So
now this should have been driving while black. Oh, was during the driving while black.
Yeah, we're still in it.
He's saying the last minute.
Gotcha.
Go ahead and read it.
The Miami-Dade Police Department placed an officer on administrative leave Sunday after Miami Dolphins star Tyreek Hill was detained prior to the start of the season opening game.
So hold on right there. It should be a video with it.
Hold on. They placed the officer on administrative leave?
They placed him on administrative leave. But we got to show the video so y'all can see what happened before we go into it.
Okay, cool. Let's see.
Alrighty then.
Leave video. No volume.
So for those of you that don't know, administrative leave means he's got to stay home and get paycheck.
Correct.
Yep. Good job. You got one.
Oh, there it is.
That's how they get jumped in the police.
Pulled him out the Rari.
Dolphins star wide receiver Tyreek Hill just addressed the media for the first time after he was pulled over when his vehicle and then put in handcuffs earlier today. Video shows officers putting Hill on the ground in handcuffs just steps away from the Hard Rock Stadium. He was driving there ahead of his team's home opener game against the Jacksonville Jaguars today. Team officials say Hill was pulled over for a reported traffic incident. Hill talked about it after the game.
No idea, man. It's crazy. No idea. It wasn't disrespectful, because my mom didn't raise me that way. Didn't cuss, didn't do none of that. So, like I said, I'm still trying to figure it out, man. But I do want to be able to use this platform to say, like, what if I wasn't Tyreek Hill, bro? Like, worst case scenario, because it's crazy. Like, I want to be a cop one day. I got a state trooper, had all that, so I got a lot of respect for cops, man. But obviously, everybody has bad apples in every situation, so I want to be able to, use this platform, to figure out a way to like flip this and, make it a positive on both ends.
Miami-Dade police have now placed the officer involved on administrative.
So it said he got paid administrative leave after doing this. So this was this morning. Was this morning. The Dolphins played the who was it, Jacksonville, in Miami. So he pulling up to the game, mind you. This is a star football player.
Yeah.
This ain't just
he ain't no normal player. He's the face of the league.
Man in the NFL.
He's the face of the league.
$30 million a year.
Right.
They said, when you read through the article, it said he did a traffic violation. So whatever it was, at first it said reckless driving, and then another one I read said minor traffic violation. So how it escalated like that to where they had him on the hot Miami pavement.
Right.
Because it ain't cold out here. It's hot. The ground is hot with the knee in the back. And he making millions of dollars off a minor traffic violation. We got to read the article, then we're going to the scripts. Pull the article back up.
He made a good point too. And what if I wasn't Tyreek Hill?
What if I wasn't? Yeah.
And if he wasn't Tyreek Hill, the NFL or the owners of that team, they probably would have never pushed it for him to get leave. Right. It's just like you messing with my my slave on my plantation.
Yeah.
So now we got to do something about it.
Right.
What you want to read, man?
Go ahead and read.
I'm ready to get into this thing.
On Sunday morning, just hours before kickoff, Hill was detained for a short time by police after a traffic incident. The team said on social media. Miami-Dade Police Department Director Stephanie Daniels said Sunday that an investigation has begun into the incident, and one of the officers involved is being placed on administrative duties. A second Dolphins player said he was also handcuffed when trying to discuss the situation with officers at the scene. Following the incident involving Tyreek Hill, I have initiated an internal affairs investigation to ensure a thorough review of the matter.
So the point of that I wanted to bring out, because if it wasn't Tyreek Hill, the investigation probably wouldn't be happening, but especially not that quick. if it been any other black man driving a nice car and just got pulled over in Miami, he'd still be in jail right now, probably beat up. So we're gonna bring out the scripts. What you asked something, Kat?
Hey, well, the first thing. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy 28:65. It don't matter, like Oprah, LeBron, Kanye West, Tyreek Hill. It don't matter how much money you make a year. They look at us all the same. Yep. A black nigga in a nice car, and we want to do what we do to black people. Right? Just like when they shoot us down, they say, we only kill black people, right? Yep. Tyreek Hill, you got to understand that you no different from us.
Right.
The wealthy and the poor of our people, we all the same. They look at us the same. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 65. And among these nations shall thou find no ease.
Even on your good paying job, you're not going to find no ease. Read.
Neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest, but the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart.
A trembling heart. That's what he said. What if I wasn't Tyreek Hill?
Right.
He felt that, damn, I could be shot right now.
Right.
His life was hanging in doubt at that moment. He never knew he don't know what was going to happen to him. Read.
And failing of eyes and sorrow of mind, and thy life shall hang in doubt before thee.
Read.
And thou shalt fear day and night, and shall have none assurance of thy life.
Because when we, as black men, we know when we get pulled over and we see them lights behind us, we don't know what the hell going to happen. So the best thing for you to do is just, but what did it say? Agree with your adversary quickly. Because you never know how they gonna turn, and I guarantee you, they gonna start turning the heat up on you athletes too, especially the ones who you claim you Israel. They gonna start hitting your bank accounts. They gonna so all praise, nothing happened to them, but light came to it. It's just to show our people, like, hey, you wealthy of the Israelites. Yeah, they gonna treat y'all the same. It gotta keep happening because why? Y'all gotta repent. It's gonna keep happening. It's gonna get worse.
Right. Because that's a prime example of what Bishop is bringing out. When the scripture says poor, it's talking about poor in spirit.
There you go.
Poor in spirit. Because you talking about Miami, there's nothing but flashy cars like that down there. So come on, bro. You ain't pulling out nobody else like that, throwing them on the floor. There's nothing but exotic and $500,000, $1 million cars. So nobody can say like that was just unique for the environment and nothing like that.
Right.
You can grab a script real quick?
Yeah.
Get Psalm chapter 10, verse 8. Because we go through this all the time. It doesn't, like Officer was saying, it don't matter what your financial status is. Right. As long as you in this earth and this system that's set up is not set up for you, this is what you're going to deal with. Psalm chapter 10, verse 8.
Psalms chapter 10 and verse 8. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages.
This is how the police set up. They set up speed traps. And a lot of times I'll be on the road and I'll be looking, I'm like, this dude just did 70 and he ain't even stopping him. But for us, we over here steady pressing the brake. You look, you got your hands on 10 and 2. Go ahead.
In the secret places doth he murder the innocent.
That's what Tyreek Hill was alluding to. He didn't want to come out and just say it. Because, you know, he still got to go play football for Master and stuff. Right. But that's what he's alluding to. A lot of our brothers, what was that? What's the brother named Jacob? I think that was down in Memphis where they had the riots and everything. He had a domestic incident. He's getting in his car and the cop shot him in his back a couple times and then gets off scot-free. These are the kind of things that he's alluding to. Or Philando Castile, he's told by the officer, get your ID. He reaches for the ID and is gunned down in a car in front of his child. Right. These are the instances that Tyreek Hill is talking about. If he's not a high profile, this cop might have tried something further, right? Go ahead.
His eyes are privily set against the poor.
Right. It's talking about the poor in spirit. Because he's rich. We said, dude making $31 million a year?
Yeah.
$31 million a year. And he got a face full of gravel that day, huh?
Face full of hot gravel.
Read verse 9.
Verse 9. He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doth catch the poor.
He does catch them. Go ahead.
When he draweth him into his net.
When he pull you behind out the car and tell you, stop resisting.
Right.
Stop resisting. Go ahead, Cap.
Hey, y'all said it all. I'm going to say it again.
The video.
Bishop said all the time, you never rise above the status of your people.
Right.
And he got that wake-up call. This week. But like I always say, it ain't by chance that these things happen to certain people.
Right.
It ain't by chance. Pull up. Oh, yeah, got it up. Pull that up. I'm going to show you. Now, Tyreek, I don't know Tyreek from anybody. But this is his lifestyle of how he lives. And we know God approves of one man and one woman. Read that.
Congratulations. Hashtag Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill has been ruled the father of another child by the Florida court. This is just weeks after Tyreek announced his wife is expecting a child. He reportedly has 10 plus children.
So we can only speculate. They say he got 10 plus children. We know he got 5 with all these different women. So guess who's going to jack you up when you're doing these things? The Most High God.
Right.
These are wake-up calls. And like you said, hey, all praise he was able to make it out. The brother seemed like he in good spirits, like he was raised the right way in certain aspects. But guess what, bro? Sleeping with 30, 20 different women and having children with them, that ain't scriptural. Right. That ain't a godly life that God calls you to have. And guess what? Until you repent of those things, you're going to continue to be jacked up. Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question or comment, where you calling from?
Shalom, brothers. How y'all doing?
Doing good. How about yourself?
Good. So far, so good. I'm Joanne. I'm calling from Tyler, Texas.
Yes, ma'am.
And I just wanted to, since this was on the subject of what I was thinking about, the police brutality. There was a young woman. She's 34 years old. Her name is Christiana Porter, and she was walking in. I believe it was San Diego, a city in California, and she was walking across the street, and I think the cop blew his horn or something, and she just raised up her hand and she kept walking, and the next thing you know, he's coming down he's making a U-turn and coming down a one-way street on the wrong side, and he jumps out of the car and he manhandles her. And then he does his usual thing that they do. Don't stop resisting. She said, I'm not resisting. And then she started screaming because he was hurting her. And then three other police officers came and did the same thing, arresting her. And she hadn't done anything. She was just walking down the street, minding her own business. And he said that she was jaywalking, but she wasn't because they had made a law that a person is not jaywalking as long as they're not impeding traffic, they're not doing something stupid. And so they struck that down. And plus, a lot of black people, they were arresting a lot of black people and harassing black people for that. And so, but anyway, I had sent her scriptures, and that's the scripture that the brother read, Psalms 10:8. That was one of the scriptures that I sent her, and she said that she was going to read them, so I hope she does. But
all praises.
I just wanted to share that. You can look it up yourself and see just how they harassed her. I mean, like she was a shooter or something. Like she had done some kind of heinous crime, and they gave her a concussion and they dislocated her shoulder.
Yep.
So
sounds about right.
But I just wanted to share that with y'all. Thank you so much.
All praise. Thank you for calling in, sis.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
So right here we got a brother who's very well off, rich. I would bother to say wealthy if he did what he's supposed to do with his money. He's had hundreds of millions of dollars he's earned in the NFL, and he's put down face front on the floor. And a lot of people like to think that money is the answer. Right. They think that voting is none of this is going to change this man's thought process towards you. That's what y'all don't understand. Right. And don't think it's the police. It's not the police. It's these people. It's the nation. It's the people who have a problem with you. Right. Give me that in Ezekiel. Make sure I ain't pootie tanging. Y'all ain't bring it out, did you? No, sir. Give me that Ezekiel 35. I'm going to show you how they feel about us. Because some of y'all may not have heard this before. We bring the scripture out a lot, especially on Lions Den. Because we got to show you exactly how these people feel about you.
Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred.
Hold on, a what?
A perpetual hatred.
Only if you broke?
A perpetual hatred.
But what about if you're rich?
A perpetual hatred.
These people hate you. They hate you even more when you got a nicer car than what they ever drive. Right. Who's that nigga on that 9? Right. That's what they were like, what? What is this? What are you doing in this vehicle? And one of the police officers was like, hey, man, that's Tyreek. Right. It's like, I don't give a damn. Who is that nigga on the neck? I hate the Dolphins. Read.
And has shed the blood of the children of Israel.
Hold on. Whose blood is they shed?
Of the children of Israel.
These people are out for blood against us.
Right.
We can show you a million other incidents where it don't end like this. Like you said, because guess what? He applied Matthew 5. He agreed with the adversary quickly. He didn't try to run off because he run a 4-2. He said, all right, I ain't did nothing wrong. Let me just lay down. This is embarrassing, but I'll do what y'all ask. So he did apply the scriptures in that light because he knew he didn't do nothing. He was like, hey, I don't see the news. I got common sense.
Right.
But now he's asking, he's confused. He talking about, I don't understand why this happening. We showing you why, because guess what? You're an Israelite.
Right.
And because you want to fornicate with women and all these different things, the Lord giving you wake up.
Right.
Wake up, nigga. I can take all this from you if you don't get your mind right.
Right.
Understand that. Read it again from the top.
Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity.
So these people have a perpetual hatred against us. That is why we see this same story. One story, we see a sister getting ran over by the white man.
Yep.
The next story, we getting laid out. And guess what? We got more stories all throughout the day. And we're going to show you the same thing over and over again. That guess what? Their mindset towards us does not change.
Right.
It doesn't change. Just because they give you a good job, just because they pay you $400 million,
Right.
it still don't matter to them. And guess what? At the end of the day, if somebody can write you a check for that amount, they got way more money than that. That's what you got to think about. If I'm willing to pay somebody $300, $400, $200 million, that don't mean they're giving you half. They ain't giving you half. Nah. That means that's probably 10% of their net wealth.
They can afford it.
2% of their net wealth. Or it ain't even their money. Right. They ain't giving you their money. Whether you believe it or not. There's a lot of money. I forgot I was watching a video. They print off money every day.
Yeah.
Somebody got to get it. And guess what? 9 times out of 10, it's them. They the ones that's getting it.
Right.
Yeah. All right. What else we got on this?
Hey, Cap, there's one more crazy part to that story on the Tyreek Hill, because in the game, I guess he must have scored a touchdown or whatever. And his teammate came up behind him, put his hands behind his back like he was handcuffed.
Wow.
And that was the touchdown celebration. Wow. So that showed our people have no understanding.
That was his way to retaliate.
That was the retaliation.
Wow.
Alrighty then.
They got the picture of it? I just saw it. I saw the screenshot of it.
I posted it.
Yeah.
Show the picture for these people so we can see how we a mockery. And give me that in Lamentations 4:22.
Right.
We a mockery to people. That ain't it, fellas. It's the picture of the brother in the Dolphins uniform. They doing a celebration.
You posted it
again.
Okay. Our people are simple, man.
Right.
We are simple people. We are simple.
He asking for it.
Right.
Then it, like you said, Cap, we simple. And then that situation, it should bring light not only to him but to his teammates,
right,
or to all the other black men in the league or in these sports.
Right.
But like you said, we simple. Like Isaiah 1:3. Like, we don't consider who we are. We don't consider that this can happen to any one of us.
Pull it up on the screen.
We like children in the marketplace.
So apparently he must score the touchdown, and this is how they celebrate. We make fun of it. We make fun of it, and that's why we get treated the way we treat it.
Yep.
Instead of throwing up the black fist,
right,
black power. Now let's make fun of how I just got arrested.
You could tell everybody knows what it is. You can do it in the background. Like, oh yeah,
that's cool.
And you know what's crazy too, Kat? I've just thought about this. This is the same league where a quarterback took a knee for justice for our people. That was when George Floyd happened, and he got kicked out the league. This is the same league, and you just got a knee put on your back. But yeah, we refuse to stand up. It's a mockery.
Give me that verse.
Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 22. The punishment.
No. Not Lamentations. Jeremiah.
Oh.
Jeremiah 4:22. Sodom's children. We are Sodom's children. Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question or comment? Where you calling from?
Hello, shalom, Cap. My name is Alicia. I'm from Missouri. I just have a quick comment about that whole situation or whatever. I have a story. I'm going to tell it real quick. Like, I actually used to be friends with Edom until, you know, I found out who I was and all that stuff. One time, I had went on a trip with Edom, and they had invited me to go, you know, with this, the majority was all white. So I went on a trip to Florida with Edom, and when we went, they actually pushed me in the swimming pool, and I almost drowned, and I knew right then who they was, like, because I was drowning, and they wasn't, like, helping me or nothing, and I was afraid, you know, but somehow it wasn't my time, and the Lord had somehow I just flipped my body over, and I got out of the pool, but I never understood that, like, these people claim to be my friends, or whatever, but then they pushed me in the swimming pool and they always laughing at me and nobody was helping me. I just, you know, I wanted to share that or whatever, but these people are not for us at all.
100%. So you telling me you went on a trip with Esau and they tried to drown you?
Yes, sir. It was, my mom had passed back in 2012, and then, like, I was real friends with this white girl. Me and her was, like, real close. And she wanted me to date the white guy or whatever, her was related to her. But I wasn't, you know, getting involved in nothing like that day then. But we went on a trip, and I thought she was my friend. She was actually talking about hanging me and stuff like that. She was talking about, like, you know, we can hang her, you know. And I thought it, you know, I'm telling myself, like, this is not for me or whatever. And I was afraid to go to sleep at nighttime. It was crazy. I remember they pushed me in the swimming pool. And I was drowning, and then I was like, you know, trying to breathe and stuff like that, and they was laughing at me, and I flipped my body over, and I got out the swimming pool.
Sis, that sounds like some get out type stuff, sis. Right. I'm glad you made it out.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And I learned then right there, that was an eye-open for me. You know, I need to leave these people alone. They're not for me at all. I need to leave them alone. And ever since then, my eyes have been open. You know, Mom had told me they wanted, you know, they was evil. But I realized, like, just that moment of how evil they was, and they tried to actually kill me and wanted to hang me.
Right. Damn. Well, I'm sorry to hear that,
yes,
sis.
Sir.
Well, all praises.
I'm alive, and I learned my lesson. I haven't never went back that way or tried to, you know, talk to those people at all. So, yes, sir.
All praise the Lord had mercy on you, and you came into this truth. So now you understand the scriptures. Right. When it says,
yes, sir,
stay away from the man that have power to kill thee. All praise, sis. Well, thank you for calling in.
I'm going to say one more thing. It's very true. Like, people need to realize it's true. It's true. These people are wicked. They're evil.
All praise. 100% correct.
Yes, sir. Most High Christ bless. Thank you.
Give me that Sirach real quick about never trusting your enemy. Give me that real quick. Yeah, we showed them the picture. We never went to read Jeremiah first. Read Jeremiah first. Because, and pull the picture back up for the people. Pull the picture back up, people. This is, the brother made mockery of himself. He the one doing the celebration. Yeah. That's why we don't get no respect, no honor, because we think everything a joke. Right. We think everything is a game. And because of that, that's why we get pulled over for no reason. Because y'all don't take it serious. Instead of taking a stance that, hey, that ain't right. What if somebody else was out there? Which he said, but your actions show different.
Man, he didn't mean that.
Because when you on a global platform, you making a mockery of it.
The money got to him. That's why he's doing that. Because the average dude don't do that.
Right. Go ahead, read that.
Jeremiah chapter 4 and verse 22. For my people.
For who?
For my people.
Are what?
Is foolish.
My people is what?
Is foolish.
This is foolish behavior, bruh. You literally was near death. You was near death, and you gonna make mockery out of it. Now, because of that, the people think it's cool. Everybody can shove it underneath the table. It's all good. The officer didn't mean it. Nah. That shouldn't be the mindset. Read.
They have not known me. They are sottish children.
They are what?
They are sottish children.
Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question or comment? Where you calling from?
Shalom. My name is Danica Taylor. Well, didn't want to say the last name, but I'm calling from Milwaukee.
How we doing, sis?
Joe, I am congregating. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. I'm glad you called in. What's your question or comment?
So as I'm sitting, I'm eating, and I'm trying to catch all my shows. You know, I try to watch all every chance I get. That's why my hair is always covered up because I'm never giving up on knowledge that I could, get.
Right.
And I see this picture of this football player because I don't watch anything like that anymore. Like, I just don't care for it.
Right.
And my thing is this: if you know that they have put their knee in our back, they are hunting our footsteps every chance they get.
Right.
And you mean to tell me that gave you glory by taunting them?
Right.
Now, God forbid he gets pulled over again and something worse happens.
Right.
Then what?
Exactly.
You want the Israelites to come and fight for you? No.
Right.
You making a mockery out of everything that we done been through.
Yep.
And I just feel like that I can't. And that's why I don't, some things you could stand for and you can kind of understand, but that right there, he on his own.
Yep.
Then one of the folks that ain't coming with us. So he on his own with that.
All praises, sis. Well, thank you for calling in. We appreciate you. Stay safe out there in Milwaukee.
Thank you. Shalom. Most High Christ bless.
Most High Christ bless. Give me that. And she said something heavy. What she say? Talk.
They hunt the steps.
They hunt our steps. Lamentations. That came to my mind. Yep, that was a heavy point she brought out. Bring that out.
Verse
Lamentations 4:18.
Hey, Kat.
Yeah.
The other thing she said too, it got me thinking. The officer may not mess with him, but he damn sure made it bad for the rest of us that don't have that status.
There you go.
Because that cop is pissed off. His friends is pissed off.
Yep.
So every Jake is going to be in problems.
They finna get it. They finna get it. Hey, that's a great point because, like we always say, you are who you keep company with.
Right.
If he did it, guess what? Everybody else likes that. They roll like that too. Everybody always say you got one bad apple. No, it ain't bad apple. The other two officers stood right there and watched it.
Right.
And everybody else that's in Miami, they just ain't got experience yet.
The whole tree is bad from the root.
There you go. Read that.
Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 18. They hunt our steps.
They do what?
They hunt our steps.
They hunt our steps. Read.
That we cannot go in our streets.
That what?
That we cannot go in our streets.
Where do our people keep ending up dead at? In the streets. In the streets, traffic stops. We got a whole section, driving while black. This stuff happens in the streets. Why? Because they hunting our steps. Read.
Our end is near.
Our what?
Our end is near.
Read.
Our days are fulfilled, for our end is come.
You see that? That's what the Bible speaks about. It speaks about how they hunt us. What's the hunting us? You hit the lights. Next thing you know, you pull it over. And that feeling, that sensation of, damn, what's going to happen? Let me put my hand on the wheel. What should I do? What should I do? What should I say? That happens every day. But why? That's what Tyreek didn't understand. Why is this happening? We got confusion to face. I'm going to show you why it happened. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and how your life going to hang in fear. Deuteronomy 28, I think it's either 65 or 64.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 66. And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee. And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee.
You see that? The Israelites understand that. You rich, uppity Negroes, y'all don't get that yet. Y'all didn't know that y'all life is up every single day. Read.
And thou shalt fear day and night.
Hold on, what should I do?
And thou shalt fear day and night.
Whether you driving a Bugatti with $800 million in the bank account or whether you in a Toyota Corolla with your tag expired. Both of us got the same feeling when the police get behind us. It don't matter. Money can't eliminate that feeling. It do not matter. Why? Because we in the land of our oppressors and we are hated here. Don't matter that this whole big old stadium that they're arresting you in front of, you got thousands of fans inside this stadium with your jersey on the back. Guess what? If they didn't know you played ball, they're going to treat you just like that. Right. That's what it is. That's what it is. What we got next, man?
My bad, Ken.
Yeah, go ahead.
That was a heavy point you just brought out. The thousands of fans that are going into the stadium to watch this man. Because when you watch the video from the beginning, or there's like other videos where people had their phones out and stuff, and they going into the game. They at first was just thinking there's a regular dude on the ground. Then they like, oh snap, that's Tyreek.
Probably taking selfies.
Yeah, taking selfies. Like they got Hill on the ground. Like he getting ready to go in there and try to win the game for the team. But yeah, here he is on the ground getting arrested. They like, what's going on?
That's crazy.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models.